2024 just started. It already feels like way too much. Like, collectively, we're all just sitting in the room. It's on fire everywhere. And Twitter is a great place to showcase how unhinged and unserious every lane of life is right now. That's not what we're talking about wholly today. We'll get to sneakers, don't worry. But just to sum it up real quick, between Cat Williams getting it off his chest, naysayers, please, you had to have been there on College Game Day, Aaron Rodgers implying that Jimmy Kimmel was on the list, Jason Whitlock's unique search history, quarterbacky being carried over in ESPN Live slip, Vegas courtroom leap. It's a lot in 2024. Now, let's not take anything away from my Michigan Wolverines winning the Rose Bowl, and we are going on to compete for the national championship for the first time in so long as a fan. But in sneakers in 2024, did you think I would make a video in relation to us and Stanley Cups? I don't know how we got here. I don't understand it. And this isn't to criticize or say, my goodness, why are these women going this crazy over Stanley Cups? No. That's not what we're here for at all. You remember the lyric by Kendrick Lamar? What community feels that they're only ones relevant? Each time I hear that, and I play this song like maybe once a day because it's on my gym playlist, I immediately think of us within sneakers. I wish I didn't, but I do. And often it goes back to like when the quarterly earnings reports come out, and when I'm listening or I'm just reading the transcript, I don't tend to see sneakerheads pop up, right? But all too often, this little small niche that we're in, we seem to think that we are the sole singular focus for all of those that are within these brands. We're the only stakeholders who matter, most of us not even being shareholders. I said what I said. It's just how I feel. And I see a lot of criticism, tons of jokes, right, that are being made about the women in these Stanley Cups, which is fine, because to anyone outside of that, it seems extremely irrational. I get it. Do you know who should not talk right now, though? Anyone into sneakers. This is the time where you just have a seat, several, okay? Maybe plan out which shoe you will finally undead stock from 2020 that you haven't even worn yet. Yeah, let's get to that. So, for the women that are flocking to Target for these limited Stanley Cups, if you don't know what a Stanley Cup is, I mean, I'll put one on screen, but you probably know what it is. You just may be a little confused why so many women go crazy over them. Anything that you have an obsession with, okay, and somebody else doesn't share it, it's going to seem extremely irrational. That's okay. That's fine. I'm sure many people look at us that way when it comes to sneakers. I mean, look around, right? All of these shoes, I'm sure just a casual person that is not into shoes like I am and like you are watching this, they're looking at me wild. Like, what is wrong with you? Why do you own this many shoes? How do you even get around to wearing these? It's a little bit of a struggle, okay? I work from home. It's a blessing and a curse in some ways. But when you think about the Stanley Cup, okay, and you see the Craze and women are lining up outside, they're camping out for the Stanley Cup, okay? One guy tried to take them all from behind the counter. He was jumped. Where else have we seen violence in relation to sneakers? I don't know, like maybe an event that changed the whole trajectory of how we actually chase sneaker releases these days, right? Just a little event that occurred, maybe with a black and white sneaker, who knows? The people that are doing the most for the Stanley Cups, I get it, but like in sneakers, they're exhibiting a lot of the same behavior that we do, with just one difference, okay? I know some women may have rows and rows and rows of Stanley Cups in their cabinets, but you wouldn't really be able to make fun of them out in public or snicker to your friends about it if they weren't carrying these big cups around, which means they're using the cups for their intended purposes. Now, let's go to a lot of individuals in sneakers. We're afraid to, well, I'm going to say you all are afraid because I wear my shoes. Too many of you are afraid to even wear the shoe for its intended purpose. I mean, heaven forbid the shoe creases and gets dirty at all. No, that's not what you want. That's not it. That's not it. That's not the move. You want me to wear my shoes? You want me to do athletic things in my shoes? Yeah, like as intended. It's like people lose their mind because you see individuals in the court and they're playing in Kobe's or any number of sneakers. That's what they were intended for. To do things in. I know you may have forgotten that sneakers were meant for athletic use, but they are. People still use them for that. So hats off to the Stanley Cup women. I mean, at least they are using the items for the intended purpose. Sneakerheads, a lot of you are not. So I would just say hold back on passing that irrational judgment on them. What are they doing? This is crazy. I've never seen this kind of behavior. You have. Let's not start 2024 off with these lies. You have. Look in the mirror. You've entered like 10 or 20 raffles at any point for a sneaker. You've exhibited this behavior. You're no better. You are no better, okay? Let's just climb down off of that high horse there. Give the women their credit. They're using their Stanley Cups. Hopefully, you take the time to wear more pairs that you already have in your closet. That would be my wish for everyone in 2024. That's what I intend to do. And don't worry, we will certainly get to sneakers. I'm working on the Samba politics to get that video up just to show you guys how I choose to style it. Some quick on foot and some other discussions I can't wait to have with you in 2024. Sneakers, we'll definitely talk personal finance, budgeting, being accountable, some things I have on my mind to hopefully accomplish this year. But more importantly, please just go ahead and comment your thoughts about sneakerheads judging the Stanley Cup craze and women going literally insane about them in Target, and yet you can turn around and find people that have done the same thing in sneakers. All right, so I appreciate you tuning into this video. Please be sure to check out my non-traditional top 10 with a little bit more added on sneaker list. It's posted the very first video of this year. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.